All right, a lot of you outside urban areas might not have heard of this company, Uber, but it's one of the most valuable tech startups we've seen in history. Billions of money guys have poured, or billions of dollars worth of money guys poured money into it on the belief that this is going to be the next big thing. What it is, an alternative for you to get a car, cab, in a busy city anytime you need to. Well, obviously, the established entities like limousine companies and obviously the taxi cab commissions in those cities are not too keen on this unless they can get a piece of this. So, Rick, it's caused some Uber headaches for Uber. Is it going to end up that way?
It shouldn't be. I'm going to get my conservative hat on here and just freak you
out.
out.
You don't have a conservative.
Breaking news.
It's wrong. Listen, they provide a fantastic service. The taxi cab companies could be doing the same thing. They haven't bothered spending the money to upgrade to this level of
if I had a
service.
taxi cab, why can't they work with these
You
guys?
bet. And they can actually. In some cities, you can get a taxi through Uber. Uber's
But not in San Francisco, where the outgoing commission was all ticked off,
and they just
right?
outlawed it in Virginia, I think.
Yeah.
It's wrong. This is the same as what the hotel industry is trying to do to BSB.
Right, you were mentioning
we talk about technology improving our lives. This is an excellent example of this. This will improve our lives. How difficult is it, especially during rush hour here in New York City, to hail a cab? Here you have the opportunity to do it right from your phone. What I'd like to see, though, is
you have them because you're pretty recognizable.
But here, on the other side of it, how about paying for your fare on this service? I mean, they should offer that as, and I think that will be the next step. Now you're going to really get the taxi cab drivers up in arms.
But actually, all could benefit from this, to Mr. Unger's fine point, and yet all are not. I mean, I would say if this is the way the world is going, I'm happy to march in the parade. Damn, I might just go in front of it to be part of it.
Yeah, no, I personally agree with Rick, and I never thought I would say that.
Oh, yeah, that's a double.
Yeah.
Hell has frozen over.
Yeah.
The point here is that taxi cabs are not meeting the demand. I moved from New Hampshire 6 months ago to the D.C. area, and I absolutely love using Uber. We didn't have it back home. I hear, though, today that we are getting it in Manchester, New Hampshire, so that's exciting.
Well, how does it work in Washington for you, then? You call in advance or book it? How does it work?
I book it on my phone. It's an app, and then I can see the wait time. I can put my business card in there. I can put my my actual credit card information in there, and then I can just select it. Does the car show up when it says
it's going to show up?
Yep, it's always there. You see who the driver is, you see the license plate number, you see their rating, so it's very effective, it's efficient, and they're always there, they're on time. They call you if they can't find you. I just used one last Friday night. I love it. And then Virginia, though, they were just dealing with, a whole thing with the federal government because they're trying to shut them down, but they've complied. So Uber sent an email out to its consumers saying that this was going on, but they would still be operating and they would be fighting this. So I say go Uber. They're providing a service that taxi cabs aren't able to do right now.
Yeah, well, we'll see. They're making it very difficult in some of these cities, to your point. Issue 2 right now is 3D. You ready for another shot of it? This was going to be big a few years ago. Remember 3D movies would be big. Everything was going to be big. 3D printers, everything. It hasn't quite panned out, but Amazon is trying again with a phone that will have 3D features and the rest. Todd, this time you're bullish on this one.
Love it. It's a category killer. Look, you're talking about a very crowded market right now with smartphones. You need something that's going to separate you. Now, granted, Amazon is one of these category killer companies. I love this approach. The only thing that I can see as a negative, do I need to wear those fancy glasses?
Right. But HTC and a couple of us had this a few years ago because it was the latest, greatest thing, didn't go anywhere, right?
Yeah, look, I mean, 3D hasn't totally stiffed. It worked out well in the movies. It has worked out for printers. It's
like if you have a choice between seeing a 3D
I go to the 3D movie.
So do
yes.
I. Yeah.
Where it's stiff badly was television sets. That did not work there. So that might be the comparison. But I would point out, I'm going to agree with Todd, it's Amazon. Everybody was saying bad things about them when they came out with their book reading thing. I forget what it's called.
The book reading
thing, yeah. That worked out pretty darn well for them.
Right.
So don't bet against them necessarily.
All right, and that Kindle thing is going to be
huge. Kindle.
Ashley, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, if they want to get in the game here, sure. I think they're a little late to it. I'm not sure how profitable it will be for them. I think Apple has really been dominating the smartphone industry. So I don't know. I think it'll be interesting to see what ends up happening with this. I do like 3D movies, but they tend to make me a little motion sick, so I'm not sure that I would want to try this.
Did anyone ever see Gravity in 3D?
I did. I saw it in IMAX.
I can usually take anything. I think
that was bad.
I vomited on my entire row.
IMAX.
Yeah.
Really?
Good movie, but ugh.
Yeah, I hear you.
Guys, Who's the real wuss here, by the way? Gets sick when she watches a 3D cartoon? I'm just saying.
Oh.
Incredible.
That was
All
bad.
right, when we